indeed the entire Bible is written. I mean, the book of Revelation is entirely.
Siri, what day is it? Hey Siri, what day is it?
It's Wednesday the 25th of December 2024.
But see, the answer is in the scriptures. Solomon tells us that it is the glory of God to conceal a thing, encrypt it, hide it, and it is the glory of kings to seek a thing out. So God is in the business of esotericism. This is not just some sort of an occult thing. God does this in his encrypted message to mankind. In fact, he did it, we know that he did this with his son, Jesus Christ. Jesus of Nazareth shows up on the scene. Pharisees and the Sadducees were the teachers of the law, some of whom probably have the whole Hebrew Old Testament committed to memory. Cannot recognize the very person that all the symbolism and all of these stories in the Old Testament point to. They have the folder, but they couldn't decode it. They didn't decrypt it properly because they couldn't recognize the very Son of God standing in front of them. And all the symbolism in the, for example, in the tabernacle. This is just one example of many. All the symbolism in the tabernacle. And this is the problem. And I often say that you know, if I'm holding a Bible in my hands, both the Old and New Testament are this way, especially the book of Revelation, primarily the prophecies. Prophecies are entirely esoteric. Entirely. They must not ever be interpreted literally, or you miss the point. But if I'm holding a Bible in my hand, there's two ways to look at the Bible. If I'm holding the Old and New Testament in my hand, you can look at it as a relic, which is what we've done in the West. A holy relic. That this thing itself is this holy relic. Or you can look at it as a message. And a message system, because it's 66 books. And if you look at it as a relic, you're going to get one rendering. If you look at it as a message, then you're going to start to try and decrypt. Then you're going to go into the prophecy. Then you're going to go into some of the things in the Old Testament and the New. And you're going to begin to try and figure out what is the message here. And the Bible, and this is Chuck Missler, the late Chuck Missler used to say that. Sorry.
That's okay.
I thought I muted this.
What phone is that? At least it's a good ringtone.
Oh, for sure I muted it.
Which phone is that?
It's the Galaxy.
Galaxy Fold?
I don't remember. G5, I think. Galaxy G5. What was I saying? Before I interrupted myself.
The decode the message, not a relic.
Right. So when you approach the scriptures as a relic, which is what we do in the West, and what the Hebrews